After watching what could only be described as a disastrous debate performance by Donald Trump last night in the presidential debate on ABC, now you're seeing right wing supporters of his coming out, and they've got this new talking point. They're trying to claim it was 3-on-1, that the moderators were against Trump. Well, they didn't fact check Kamala Harris. Well, from where I was sitting, they only fact checked Donald Trump 3 times for some of his most egregious lies, and I didn't really see anything that required a fact check from Vice President Kamala Harris. You don't need to fact check the truth. But Donald Trump comes out and says he won the 2020 election. They pushed back and said, no, you lost, and you lost 60 court cases plus tied to the election. And then as he kept trying to go on about it being stolen, they moved past it. They said, nope, we're not dealing with this. Then he talked about abortion and babies being aborted after birth, which is murder. And no, they said, nope, that's not happening anywhere. You're making it up. And they just said it is not legal in any state. And then he talked about immigrants eating pets in Springfield, Ohio. And they said we reached out to Springfield, and the city managers have said that's not happening. We have no reports of of pets being stolen and used as food. Now, Donald Trump came back and said, well, I saw it on TV. But the right is so mad that Donald Trump had such a disastrous debate. The only explanation they have is what they have for everything. It was rigged against him. That's what they're going to use in the election when he loses. That's what they used in 2020 in the election when he lost. Is clearly he couldn't have just lost. It had to be rigged so he would lose. Donald Trump had a horrible debate performance. He sounded like an old man shouting at clouds. Watch the debate. It was not good. He was off his game from the get-go when she walked up to him and just introduced herself with a handshake. He didn't want any part of that. And he was on defense the rest of the night. And he's not used to that. He wants to be on the attack and driving the narrative. And he could not get on the attack with her because she was speaking truth. She was speaking calmly, clearly. And he didn't have an in route with her because all he has is lies. And he kept going back to the only thing he had, which was immigration. So you're going to see creators, you're going to see comments out here saying it was 3-on-1. It wasn't. It only appears that way because they need an explanation as to why his debate performance was that bad. They can't accept the fact that he just had a horrible night. And now I do not expect there to be another debate. In fact, I wonder if this is going to lead to J.D. Vance being pulled from the vice presidential debate, although I think it would still go on just because Donald Trump would hang him out to J.D. Vance out to try to have an even worse performance against Tim Walz, just because he would want to feel better about himself and the performance he had against Kamala Harris.